It's now time for your sports update, and we know South Africa's athletics queen, Caster Semenya, is off to Mauritius. She's leading us strong to the CAA African Athletics Senior Track and Field Championship. So let's get an update now from our sports anchor, Nandi Tshabalala, who is at OR Tambo International Airport. Morning to you, Nandi. I could definitely see, of course, Team SA right behind you, ready to board their flight. But let's talk about the significance of this trip and what they're going to be achieving and hoping to achieve, rather, in Mauritius.
Very good morning to you, Tumelo. Yes, I'm at OR Tambo International Airport, where our Team SA are preparing to head to Mauritius for the Africa Athletics Senior World Track and Field Championship. So I am going to talk a little bit about how important this event is, particularly because we've got the Commonwealth Games coming up. That's in July. For some of those players and athletes that have qualified for the Commonwealth Games, it's a perfect way to test yourself out and see exactly where you are in terms of the overall competition and your overall performance. But I'm going to be talking to two women who are not really headed for the Commonwealth Games, but also just want to prepare themselves for whatever future prospects that they have. I'm joined by Jana van Skalkwijk as well as Michaela van der Vestes, and they are javelin athletes. A very good morning to you, ladies. So first of all, you guys are clearly competitors. Who's the better javelin thrower?
I don't want to sound like, it's probably me.
Really?
I don't want to sound like very high and mighty. Yeah, she's very good. She's very good.
I'm sure you're just as good. I'm sure you're just as good. But all right, let's talk about the preparation ahead of the Africa Senior Track and Field competition. What was the preparation like for you?
Just every day training really hard, focusing, just mentally preparing myself every night before going to bed. Just really giving my all in practice and imagining myself competing at Mauritius.
And in terms of you, Jana, heading to Mauritius, what kind of preparations did you have to make in order to make sure that you are ready for Mauritius?
I think mostly defining my technique, making sure I get that small changes, making it perfect, and yeah, mental preparation very, very big, and also physical preparation, gym work, yeah, just every single day that little bit to make sure that I'm at top form.
You mentioned physical preparation, but how much mental strength do you also need to be able to participate at this event?
I think due to javelin being so hectic on your body, it's a lot of mental strength to prepare and visualize yourself throwing the javelin and yeah, just preparing for all the situations that can happen.
And of course, Michaela, you did speak to me a little bit off camera about the Commonwealth Games, saying that you're not quite at the right age to start participating at the Commonwealth Games. So what does this event then, this competition, mean for you? What are you hoping to achieve?
I'm just hoping to achieve the best I can. I would really love to take a medal. I'm not going to the Commonwealth Games, so I'm going to the World Under 20 Championships. But this is just really, it's my first time competing as a senior. It's going to open a bit of my view to see how other women do it. You know, it's going to broaden my horizons. Yes.
And is that what you're hoping for specifically, to try and compare yourself and suss yourself out in terms of how far you are, how good you are, what you need to improve on in terms of when you compare yourself with the other women that will be participating in javelin?
Yes, no, it'll be a great learning opportunity for me to learn from other women who have been doing it for much longer than me.
So with you, Jana, what can you tell me about what you're hoping to achieve at the track and field competition in Mauritius? They're starting actually tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm hoping to just achieve the best that I can. I've had a very rocky start to the season, so yeah, I just hope to go out there and give it my all, and yeah, hopefully we can get some good results.
How tough is it to balance the training, the preparations for your sport, which you obviously would love very much, and also just being a normal woman, a normal girl in the streets of wherever you come from? How tough is it to actually try and balance the act?
For me, it's quite easy because I'm at the moment not doing anything. I'm waiting because I'm going to America in August to study. So I've had the whole year to just solely focus on my training, and I could easily manage my time that way.
Do you agree? Has it been as easy for you?
No, I'm currently studying at Stellenbosch University. So yeah, to balance being a full-time student and also being a full-time athlete, it's quite taking its toll, but yeah, it's nice.
And we spoke about your short-term hopes and goals after this event in Mauritius, but looking more long-term, where do you see yourself in, let me say, the next 3 to 5 years?
I would really like to go to the Olympics, which would be in Paris, I think. It's one of my dreams to go to the Olympics, and I really hope I can go there. How I'm currently doing and currently growing and learning, I do see myself going to the Olympics.
And some of your dreams?
Yes, I do also. I dream of going to the Olympics. Yeah, it's just to get that whole base and all the nice stuff in, and get picked selected for teams and more competitions and stuff. So yeah.
I'm curious to know, as javelin throwers, are there any other javelin athletes that you've looked up to growing up, who've almost kind of encouraged you and motivated you to keep going in the sport?
I wasn't really in sports much in my life. I didn't really follow a lot of the news, but I do remember Sinead Viljoen. I always thought she was like really cool. I even threw some competitions with her, like small ones, but it was really eye-opening to just see her different level of technique towards mine, and I could learn so much from how she did it.
There's nothing small when you are having a javelin games with Sinead Viljoen. That's very, very lucky of you. And then just with regard to you, Yana, what are some of your long-term goals? I mean, you did mention the fact that you want to play in the Olympics at one point, but also, like I asked her, who are some of your javelin heroes, if at all you have any?
It's also Sinead Viljoen, South African legend. So yeah, like I do want to achieve what she achieved. Like, she's just amazing. So yeah. So.
All right, Yana and Michaela, I'm wishing you all the best of luck at the Africa Athletics Senior Track and Field Competition. I know you guys are going to do absolutely well, and I think it's great that you've got each other to almost compete with them and, make sure that you outdo each other. But I hope all the best for you guys, and it was really fun chatting to you. I know that you actually need to start checking in, so I'm going to let you guys go and finish it up there. All right, Dumelo and Gareth, that's where I'm going to leave things for now, but I will be back a little bit later on and to talk to more athletes who are headed to Mauritius for the CAA African Athletics Senior Track and Field Competition. I know it's a mouthful, and I'm getting it right. But yeah, I'll be speaking to you a little bit later on. As you can see, the athletes that aren't going to the Commonwealth Games are also preparing themselves for other events that they'll be taking part in. I mean, we heard Michaela talking about the Under-21 World Competition. So I will be back again later talking to more athletes, hopefully be able to catch them before they board that plane to Mauritius.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, Nandi. And it's good to see the confidence in the ladies representing the country and taking, all the experience they have and moving them forward into this competition. Nandi Tshabalala for us at OR Tambo International Airport.